Hello, my name is María Conesa Pérez and this is my ID. Well, the following project has been designed for the Limonal International School located in El Palmar, a small town close to Murcia. This is a bilingual private center whose main language is English. Every subject is taught in the British language, and for the reason our students are developing a high English knowledge during their stay here. The family's economic situation can be considered as medium-high since most of them have a sterling job. We are working on a project about water in the social science area, which is inside the current teaching unit, the water cycle. This project will be carried out in Year 4 class. This is a group formed by 25 students, being 12 boys and 13 girls. This is a mixed group because we can find different children with different level of learning. When creating this project, we took Antonio Cortés into account. Antonio Cortés is a child who presents some special needs due to his cognitive delay, but even though he is fully integrated in the classroom routines and dynamics. He requires some contact adaptation and modification because he possesses a level below his age. Thus, we have created some modification in the different activities that we are going to develop in the following steps. During the project, we have taken some general objectives from the Murcia curriculum. Some of them are the objective B because our students are going to work individually and in cooperative group. The objective F because the English is the main language and all the projects have been designed using this language. And for the reason, our students have to solve the different activities using the British language. The objective H because the water is a specific content that we can find it during the different primary education stages. The objective I because when we design this project, we take information and communication technology into account. Our students have to use them in order to solve some activities. And the objective M because we would like to create a good relationship between our students during this project, and also we can't afford violent attitudes. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mario Hernández, and this is my ID. I'm going to explain basic competence of this project. First competency is competency in linguistic communication. We have considered that this competence is acquired by the student when they learn a specific vocabulary of this area. The second competency is in knowledge and interaction with the physical world. We have considered that our students acquire this competence when they learn the 3 states of the water in the nature. The next competence is learning to learn competence. We have considered that pupils acquire this competence when they learn to change the normal state of water. Social and civic competencies refer to working groups, and autonomy and personal initiative is referred to their own work, their personal work. Finally, cultural and artistic competence is referred to their productions. Now I'm going to explain contents and learning standards. First, I'm going to say that every contents and standard of this project are according to Murcia's primary curriculum for this degree. These contents and learning standards are focused on 4th grade of primary school for the subject of social science and inside the block 2, the world in which we live. The first content is water cycle. Water cycle has 3 learning standards. identify atmosphere phenomena, describe the causes of cloud formation, and finally explain importance of things like global warming. The second content use of strategies to cooperative work is about the working groups, about the cooperation skills, for example, dialogue or respect. The next content is about the correct use of learning materials, about the clear of the productions, and finally the strategies for conflict resolutions is referred to participate in the social life of the school or to have cooperative activities. Finally, other contents are responsible consumption of water, water use, and changes in the state of water. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, my name is García Martínez, and this is my ID. I am going to start to talk about the activities. The first activity is brainstorming. Our project is focused in a video and a story about repeated drop. But before to tell the story to our student, we are going to ask some simple questions about daily situations in which water is used. After this, we are going to talk about the responsible use of water. We are also introduce the water cycle, but we are going to talking about this in a short way because we are going to learn more about the water cycle in the second activity. It's an adaptation for Antonio in which appear different pictures of the daily situation that we said in the brainstorming. Antonio should mark or choose the activities that he considers that are a responsible use of water. For example, washing the dishes when the tap is closed, or choose between take a bath or take a shower. Also, Antonio likes to receive a reward when he finishes an activity. Due to we are going to give a reward to him if he do the activity perfect. Also, Antonio is sitting near our table, and we can observe the progression of his work. The activity 2 is repeated drop. This activity consists in watching a video about the water cycle. It's a short video because we think that for the age of our students, it's better short video than long videos. We are going to stop the video in the middle, and we are going to ask our students some questions because we want to know if they understand perfect the meaning of the video. After this, we are going to talk together about the things that happen in the video, from the water is evaporated from the sea until it falls as rain into a river. The adaptation that we create for Antonio are some flashcards. There are some different flashcards about the water cycle. As you can see here, appear some flashcards of evaporation, condensation, the rain, the river, the ocean. What pretend with this? But well, we want to know if Antonio is able to put a correct sequences. We want to know that if Antonio knows that first is evaporation, second is condensation, and what's the meaning of evaporation, for example.
Hello, my name is María. This is my ID. I'm going to explain about activity 3 and activity 4. Activity 3 is motivational that in turn triggers a greater implication on the students' behalf, as we have studied in the Unit 1. We are going to take our students to the laboratory. With this, they can physically check the change of state of the water. First, we will begin with the adaptation for Antonio Cortés. To show him and the classmates a PowerPoint in which the meaning solid, liquid and gaseous will be explained. Similar to this. The water in liquid state we can see in a river, in a sea, in a glass of water, in a bottle. When the water is transformed in vapor, water is in a gaseous state. But when the water is transformed into the ice cube, the water is in a solid state. Then, in the laboratory, we will show our students an ice cube, asking them, what state is it? We will melt the ice cube by heating it, and we will ask the same last question when they tell us that it is liquid. We will increase the fire so that the water evaporates, and we will ask our students what that smoke is. Activity 4 is about reinforcement, development and reinforcement. After telling the story called Repeat the Drop to the class about the water cycle, the teacher will hold up some flashcards similar to it and ask students individually to say the name and its relation to repeat the drop in each one: evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. This is take a student comprehension about the different parts or states of the water cycle, and focus on lexis and meaning. The teacher can give feedback and help students say full sentences by reformulating their productions. The adaptation for Antonio Cortés will consist of this sheet, in which the student must join with points the path that the drops performs from the beginning of the activity. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, my name is María José Martínez González, and this is my ID. Okay, now I'm going to explain the final task activity. This is the last activity in this project, and we want to know if the students have understood this project. So, the students are going to work in a mural group, in a small group, because it's a cooperative activity. Antonio Cortés is going to work in a small group too, but it's going to work with his best friend for has more help. Now I'm going to explain the project evaluation. The evaluation criteria works according to degree 198, 2015 of 5th September of the region of Murcia are Block 1, number 3, 5, 6, and 7, and according to Block 2, number 5. This evaluation criteria is very important because it's the most important evaluation criteria because explain and describe the water cycling, and this project is a water cycling project, so it's the most important evaluation criteria. Okay, now I'm going to explain two rubrics. The first rubric is a self-assessment rubric. So the student needs to write 1 X in 1 phase. So they need to read these sentences and they need to write 1 X in the green phase. The green phase is good, the yellow phase is more or less, and the red phase is bad. So they need to write 1 X in 1 phase. And this is the second rubric that the student needs to write. So this rubric is a self-evaluation about their attitude. So we want to know their attitudes in this project. So the student needs to read this question and they need to write 1 X in this column. So they need to write yes, no, And why? We want to know their attitude because for us it's very important know their attitude in this project. Okay, this is the evaluation in this project. So, thank you very much for your attention.